Hi everyone.
Hi.
So we have more distributors rolling in, and we're about to start. So welcome everyone to the second webinar of the day. This is the official Tina Davies Professional Lip Pigment Collection webinar. So thank you for joining us. For those of you who I haven't officially met or spoken to or emailed, I'm Alex. I'm your partner success manager here at Tina Davies. To my left, we have Luke Davies, co-founder of Tina Davies Professional. Yay! You're welcome. To his left, we have world-renowned artist, PMU artist, Tina Davies, co-founder as well as Tina Davies Professional. And we have a very special guest joining us today, founder of world famous and Perma Blend, Rubino.
Yay!
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
He just landed literally half an hour ago just to be here.
That's true. So, thanks, Lou. So today we have our distributors, our academies joining us, as well as some artists. So I just want to be clear that this is not the official launch day. We are not going to be selling the product to anyone who is a non-distributor today. So I just wanted to let everyone know. And our goals for this presentation are pretty simple. The first is to introduce you to our new lip collection solution. And secondly, we really want to be able to educate you, to be able to empower you to really stand behind this product and be able to go out there and sell this product and this new solution. So before we get into the presentation, I just want to go over a quick agenda with you. Firstly, we're going to start off with a brand story, a quick brand story. Then we're going to hop into industry trends. We're then going to present you with the opportunity that we found when doing our research, and then present you with our solution. Then we're going to go into our full product offering, and then we're going to quickly touch on our coordinated launch strategy. And then we're going to end this off, for those who can stick around for maybe 10, 15 minutes, with a little Q&A. So feel free to submit your questions throughout the presentation. We'll get to them at the very end. So now feast your eyes on this. There it is.
Looks great.
Yeah, it's awesome. So our partners are super valuable to us. We really, really value our relationship with you. And we always want to be open with our partners. And we always want to make sure that you know who you've chosen to partner with. So it's very important to us that you understand what our vision is, and that's to inspire confidence through accessible, permanent beauty. And our mission is to make permanent cosmetics mainstream through the creation of game-changing products and empowering artists to share cutting-edge techniques.
Before we get into everything, I want to tell you about this guy. I'm really, really lucky today to actually have him with us. He just landed, and I want to tell you the story about how we met. So I've been tattooing for 20 years, and even after 15 years, I struggled so much with my eyebrow colors. I had weird, funky colors, fading, I couldn't get good retention, and I was struggling. Every single line that I had used in the past was failing me, and me and my colleagues were desperately looking for solutions. We literally would call each other, message each other, and say, oh my God, I got some weird green eyebrows, I got some orange eyebrows, what do I do? I'm stressed out. So we were so desperate, and my good friend, Rhonda Bacanti, went to a tattoo show, came across some world famous and Perma Blend inks, and she's like, I'm trying these, Tina, you should try them. So of course, I'm listening to her, because literally everything we were told was don't use body inks, only use permanent makeup inks. I'm like, yeah, I did that for 15 years, but it's still not working. So I really wanted a different solution, and I trusted her. She's been my pal forever. And that's how I got introduced to World Famous. And we started using it, and we could not believe our eyes. We were getting 90% retention. And then even after a month, 6 months, a year, we were still seeing the same results. And it went against everything I ever knew. And if you have been in permanent makeup for a while, you know what I mean. But if you're new and you're using Perma Blend, you don't know how lucky you guys are. So what I did was I called Lou, and I remember I was standing on Yonge Street, which is close to where I live, in front of a restaurant, and I got him on the phone and said, "Tell me everything about how you make ink." You remember how much I grilled you?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
Well, the permanent makeup world was kind of brainwashed, and we were having conversations about some of the things that you were told, and the things that they were teaching, and how I was like, not true. And basically that's what I found when I got involved in permanent makeup, was that, being a tattoo artist myself and growing up in the tattoo world, I'm tattooing over 30 years now, and making pigments for a very long time. So I made pigments for the tattoo industry, and then when I got into permanent makeup, I realized that everything that these permanent makeup people were told was a bunch of lies. So I just really wanted to change that, and change the world and the thinking and the way, we were able to produce the products and give them something that would last and not change color and get rid of the nonsense.
Yeah, and at the time you were telling me this, I couldn't believe it to be true, but you said to me, just come down to the tattoo
Even
show.
my sister didn't believe me. My own sister. We had a permanent makeup studio, and she was doing the permanent makeup with my wife also. And I was telling them, they told you what? Are you kidding me? No, that's not true. And she's like, that's what they teach. That's what and these are famous people. I'm like, I don't care how famous they are. It's BS, and she didn't believe me. And then finally later on, when people like Davies believed me and realized what I was saying was true, then she's like, oh, maybe you're right. I'm like, oh, now I'm right. Look at this. It took other people outside the family to tell you I was right for you to believe me.
Yeah, well, that's like family, right?
Yeah. But it's just funny the way the whole thing went about and came about and everything. So.
Well, what I really liked is I said to you, I grilled you, okay? And then you said, come on down next week into the tattoo show. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
So I dragged this guy. I'm like, come with me. He's like, well, what about the kids? I said, okay, grandparents, let's go. Let's go and see what this guy's about.
Yeah.
And because you're like, come to my show. And typically in permanent makeup shows, there's a lot of lectures, and then you get to watch people tattoo on a stage far away.
Right. And the tattoo and permanent makeup didn't mix either at that time. So So we were bringing you to a tattoo show, which was like unheard of.
Yes, I told. And now, like when you go to World Famous Perma Blend shows, like everyone's mixing.
Yeah.
It really opened
I mean, some people try and build a wall between the industries, but we like to break that wall down, and I think they go together great. So why not?
Yeah. Skin.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. We're doing a lot of the same things. We're using a lot of the same products. So why not?
So guys, I want to tell you the story. What happened when I went to the tattoo show is there was over maybe New York Tattoo Show. How many booths?
250.
250 booths. Artists working in booths, working on skin, tattooing maybe 8-12 hours. Massive tattoo contests, and artists would be tattooing there like some kind of beautiful scorpion. I would hang over their shoulders like, excuse me, does that ink change color? Does that fade? And they look at me like, what are you talking about? It's a tattoo. Yeah, like I don't have one tattoo on my body, and they've got real customers lining up. And like, so I was at the tattoo show asking him these questions because not only did I want to ask Lou, I wanted to ask tattoo artists because everything I was told before was like, don't use ink, it's dangerous. Your insurance company won't cover it. Just crazy things. So I figured I'm going to ask these artists myself. I got information from them, and then I wanted to share it with you guys because you guys are like my sisters, my brothers, and if I'm onto something good, I want to share it with you. So seeing that helped solidify with me what's working. It's like I want to talk to end users. I don't want to just talk to, let's say, a chemist, a manufacturer, or buy this, buy that. I want to talk to the real end users that say, yeah, you see this brown dog? This brown dog has been on my client for 10 years. So I believe that what I see. So from there, I said to Lou, can you make me a line?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we started working on some stuff and coming up with some ideas, and you had some great ideas, which was awesome. So we were able to take my knowledge and you put your knowledge together and really come up with something special.
And what I liked mostly about Lou was their commitment to safety. They had their RESAP in order. They followed all the regulations and their CTL certificates, which is very different from what we see in permanent makeup. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So yeah, Europe has the most stringent regulations in the world right now, and in Europe we have to do all kinds of testing, to make sure the colors are safe, to use, make sure there's no heavy metals and carcinogens in the ink, and so we have to go through these stringent tests and sterilization. You have to sterilize the pigments and also, get tests to make sure that they're sterile. So there's a lot of different tests that you have to do, and it's we always try and be ahead and be on top of this stuff, and we're moving forward and doing tons of tests and tons of looking into stuff and new products and stuff and trying to figure out what the best thing to do. Yeah. I mean, we also have now ISO 13485, which is awesome. We're the first tattoo company in the States for sure. I don't know about worldwide, but to get ISO 13485. And many don't even have ISO at all, but we went one step above. Like the FDA has a new bill out there, which they're requiring ISO 9001, which is much simpler to get. And we went ahead and got ISO 13485, which is a medical ISO. So we're considered a medical grade facility. So all of our accountability and traceability on products is very detailed, and that's what it's all about. It's a lot of paperwork, a lot of detail. We hired somebody for the quality control that handles all the detailed quality control. Everything's on paper, drawdowns, everything, making sure everything matches up and everything. And then we also have a safety manager who handles all the safety and make sure all our tests are up to date, and even just the safety of the facility and the people working in it. So it's really just, it's the main thing is like just having traceability on every single lot and being able to go out there and say, okay, we made this lot on this day, it got bottled by this person, it got labeled by this person, and then it was shipped out by this person, packaged up by this person. I mean, like every little detail is on there. So the paperwork actually follows the product through our facility and then out the door.
Wow.
So it's pretty awesome.
That is.
Yeah. Sounds very thorough. But why don't, just to hop in here, why don't you, Tina, tell us about the first collection that you guys made together and you collaborated on, and how maybe this translates into lips?
So now for our most exciting innovation. We started off with brows 2 years ago. And what was great about it is that it was very, very simple. There was no mixing. There was no modifying. It came with a simple color chart. It was very easy for artists to use. We want to replicate that same formula, bring it into the most popular thing that's on the market today, which is lips. So I want to show you how we did it.
Okay, so Tina's the product visionary. She's the one who makes everything up. She's the one who invents everything here. And my job is to make sure we
look pretty.
In addition to looking pretty.
I
appreciate that. That hasn't happened in a long time.
He likes compliments.
My actual job is to help us understand, should we really do this? Is this something that we should invest our time and our money in? And the way that I went about trying to figure this out is through research. So we focused on two key groups. We went and conducted some actual formal research with both well-known cosmetic artists that are really good at lips, as well as we talked to some people that had gotten lip procedures and people that were in the consideration phase of lip procedures. And we asked them a bunch of questions. So the questions that after we got all those questions back, we learned a bunch of information about lip procedures in general and where there may be some opportunities. And the trends that we identified were pretty clear. So first and foremost, we found that there's a lot of anxiety with women when they want to get their lips done. It's a very sensitive area. Procedures can hurt, and it's going to stay there for the rest of your life. So women are like quite anxious before they want to get a procedure done. The next thing that we learned is that artists have a hard time showing people what the final outcome is going to look like, and they end up like trying to show a potential client in a bottle like, this is the color that's going to be on your face forever, and that just doesn't translate very well to like an experience that a potential customer is going to be like, oh, okay, I'm confident. So the other thing that came back specifically from the artists was they were pretty clear that lips are hard, retention is an issue, it's very technical, and we found that they were spending 2, 3, sometimes 4 appointments to get a good lip procedure done. And then finally, we also found through talking to artists that they weren't really satisfied with the available colors. So we were hearing, we'd love it if we could see things that we find in Sephora. I want images to look like the fashion models we see on Instagram and in magazines, and it's hard to do with the existing lip colors. So we took those 4 things and we made it our mission to solve for that. And we thought, okay, if we can satisfy these needs, we're probably onto something. And here's a little preview of what we're onto.
Our solution is Lip Blush Redefined, and this is a completely new process for you to do your lip procedures and help your clients. We knew 4 big opportunities existed. Clients are anxious about getting their lip procedure done. They can't imagine what the outcome looks like by looking at it in a bottle. Existing lip colors are dated and don't look modern and natural, and retention is still an issue, and lip procedures are hard. So we made it our mission to solve these 4 things with the goal of helping both artists and clients achieve beautiful outcomes. This is how we did it, step by step. It starts with reinventing the lip consultation. Our research told us that women are anxious, right? So we wanted to help them visualize the results. Women like to try things on first, right, Alex?
Definitely, I love trying things on.
If you've ever been shopping with a woman, you know she tries every makeup, every piece of clothing before she can actually buy something. So we wanted to apply this same comfort to women. The consultation would allow women to try a lip gloss so they can visualize what it looks like on them, getting them excited, getting them comfortable. I've been testing this on my clients and they really like this. It's simple, it's impactful, and it gets them an idea to see what the finished results will be like, and they will easily say yes. They even ask if they can purchase the lip gloss to take home. The color palette is a big focus too. Our research showed us that artists had a hard time finding natural, modern colors, and they wanted to see things that they usually see in the stores. So I wanted the line to be based on the popular palettes of today. All the colors that you see on Instagram, basically. Colors that could be worn day to day by women and it doesn't feel scary to them. Things like beautiful nudes, baby pinks, soft corals, and perfect cinnamon colors. And most importantly, I want to make sure that it was easy for the artist and the client. I call this one and done. What we learned from our research is that many artists have challenges with retention and it required lots of appointments. We made the line with super extra pigment load. You could tell us about that, Lou.
Load it up.
That's right, we loaded it up to the max.
So all I kept hearing Tina say was extra pigment, extra pigment.
I'm pretty direct.
She knows what she wants.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, the thing is that when lips are the mucous membrane, they cannot hold and handle a lot of trauma. So when you deliver pigment in there, the more pigment you have, the more saturation, the more retention you're gonna have. So I bugged this guy, give me more pigment, more pigment. which is gonna mean happier clients, less time in the chair, and more referrals. So it's not just new products we're offering, it's a new system. What you wanna do is you wanna help your clients first try it out with the lip blush. Next, when you move on to your procedure, we have the matching pencil in the chosen color so you can do your pre-draw. Then we have heavily pigmented inks for you to do your procedure. And then lastly, you can take the lip blush and then give it or sell it to your clients. So it's an all-in-one solution.
Okay, you guys are going to think I'm a nerd at the end of this because I'm a research guy apparently on this mission. So you're probably thinking, wow, this seems like a great system. It all makes sense to me, but like, do people want to get lip procedures right now? That's what I was thinking. So again, I did some research. One of the first things I did was I looked at Google searches for a couple of keywords like lip blush and lip tattoos. And that's the chart you can see here that shows a nice up into the right trend line. The same thing exists for Instagram hashtags. So if you look up the Instagram hashtag lip blushing or lip blush as an example, the frequency of usage of that hashtag is also up. The next step that we took to get super comfortable with, like, do we want to make a lip line now, was we took a look at the courses we saw in our online academy. And the course that's selling the most, and this again is a trend that's been increasing recently, is our lip blushing course. So that shows us that more and more artists are getting requests from their customers to do lip blushing, and they want to get skilled in that modality. And then, Lou, you'll like this. We looked at our sales data. So about 3.5 months ago, we started carrying a full line of Perma Blend. And I took a hard look at the colors that are moving faster. And what I learned is it's the reds, it's the pinks. And for us, that suggested like, hey, this is something that's new and it's hot, and it's a timely procedure. It's in demand, yeah. And this came on in. This other picture to the right is something that was on Facebook just a couple of days ago, and it's literally an artist showing a lipstick saying, "Hey, how do I get this color?"
Notice her nails matching.
Yeah. Which is her favorite color. Matches.
So like, it couldn't be more clear to us that like there's a real need for people to try before they buy, and try before they go through it, try before they commit, and all the data seems to support that. So we're very confident that now is a great time to invest in a product or a system like this.
So after months and months and months and pretty much almost over a year of Tina and her team and our team developing this solution for you, I'm so excited to finally be able to present what we have in store for you and all of the offerings. So from 12 new colors that we've created, we created 2 main collections. We have then broken down those 2 collections into several different smaller offerings for you and your customers. So the first collection we're offering is called the Envy Lip Collection. This product will retail for $225 USD. It will include our cinnamon, nude, dusty pink, magenta, pink rose, and wine pigments. The collection will also include 6 matching lip blushes, 6 matching lip pencils, 1 full-size color chart, and we've also included 10 disposable applicators for artists to use to try colors on their clients. Next up, we have the second of both collections called the Lust Lip Collection, also retailing at that same $225 US price. This collection will include flame, orange coral, peach, perfect pink, pink coral, and soft red. And again, this collection comes with those 6 pigments, and we've matched it with the 6 blushes, the 6 pencils, a color chart, and again, those 10 disposable applicators. Those 2 products are actually going to launch right off the bat on February 14th. 2 weeks later, we're going to be launching our blush set, which is this product here. It's going to come in 2 variations, 1 for Envy and 1 for Lust colors. It will retail for $65 US, which we've priced super competitively. Most of the girls here at the office wear these colors on a day-to-day basis because they're so easy to wear. We're loving them here at the office. We have limited quantities of this product, so they're definitely going to be in high demand, so make sure to get your pre-orders in. But again, this product does come in the Envy set and the Lust set. Moving on, we have the individual lip blush retailing at just 15. Yeah, retailing at just $15 US. And again, this product will come in all 12 of our colors. About 2 weeks later, we'll be launching our lip duo along with all of the rest of our offerings. So this specific product will retail at $30. It will include the pigment with its matching pencil, and it will come in all 12 colors. We've also added in a mini color chart to this product. We then have our trio, which will retail for $40. This product will include a pigment, its matching lip blush, and its matching pencil, as well as that mini color chart, and it will come in all 12 colors. Next up, we have our individual lip pencil, retailing at just $10 per pencil. It will come in all 12 colors, and if you notice, it actually also comes with a built-in sharpener. That's for artists who care, and I mean, sanitary products going from client to client is super, super important here. So we wanted to throw that in as a plus. Next up, we have our set of pencils. So this product will be sold, there will be 2 variations of this product as well, one for envy colors, one for lust. And it will retail for $40 US, and it'll include 6 of the pencils from each collection. Last but not least, we have our ink kit. This product will retail for $175, and it will include 6 of the pigments, so it will come in 2 variations, the first for envy and second for lust. It will include the 6 pigments, and their matching lip pencils. It also comes with that mini color chart and a really, really cute cosmetic holographic branded bag that you see in the background there.
Goodies.
Last but certainly not least, our color chart. This product will be sold separately as well for $6, and that's about it.
Guys, I want to show you some real pictures in real life, what it looks like. Starting many months ago, I started sending out the inks to artists, my pro team and esteemed artists, so I can get their feedback and get their real user experience and tell me what it's like. So I want to share with you their healed results. On the left, we have Elaine Campin. She's put together a collage, and it shows the colors cinnamon and dusty pink. You can see the before and also the progression photos to see how the healing goes, how it's starting to dry up. And at the end, you can see how smooth that color is. So that's cinnamon and dusty pink. In the middle, we have Miriam Grice. She's known for more of her lipstick saturated look, which I love as well. So you're gonna have clients that love both, okay? This is magenta and pink rose. Really, really lovely. And look at that shade, totally gorgeous. And then on the right, we have Anita Abramo from Canada. This is with nude and dusty pink. And what I did was I showed her Instagram picture. I said, hey, can you make ombre lips? And the next day she tattooed it and she showed it and she posted it. So basically your imagination is limitless. You can do any kind of color combination, any kind of shade. Just feel free to do whatever suits you and suits your clients best. What you want to do as well is search up our hashtags, which is I Love Ink, Tina Davies, Tina Davies Lip Blush, and you'll see lots of pictures posted on there. You can then use those pictures as references when you want to find out, hey, how does soft red look? How does magenta look? And use those as inspo and just save it on your phone.
All right, when can you get your hands on all these amazing products? The first launch is the collections, which is Valentine's Day, coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll be launching both the Lust and the Envy pigment collections. The next thing that will come out will be on March 4th, and that's just the blush sets and the individual blushes. The reason there is we anticipate that artists are going to give these away to their customers. They're going to move through them pretty quick, so we know we'll have to replenish those fast. And then finally, come April 1st, everything else that Alex shared with you will be available.
So thank you everyone for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
We really hope that after sitting through the webinar, you feel more empowered and more educated, and now you can really take this and present it and roll it out into the rest of the world with us. So if you do have time, stick around. We are going to be going through a little Q&A. We're going to cover some questions that are still rolling in and some pre-submitted questions. But if you can, always feel free to reach out to me at alex@tinadavies.com with any questions or your pre-orders if you are ready to go. So let's see the Q&A. Here.
we can get people to increase their screen.
Right, so this part of the webinar, you are just gonna want to expand the webcam view of the four of us. So either double click the screen, or you're gonna wanna drag the corner down to extend that little box. Okay, so we have a couple questions rolling in. So I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Twee.
Three? Okay. Which color is best for someone who is fits 4 to 6, who wants to lighten their lips?
Okay, this is a good question. It's basically about, let's say you have a client who has a dark lip, dark skin tone, fits 4 to 6. So she's probably, let's say, looking like Oprah, if she wants her lips to be lighter. This is a very challenging case, and when someone has a very cool dark lip, it's very hard to make it lighter. You can use colors that are extremely warm, but I only would want you to attempt this if you're very skilled. So you want to use warm colors.
Okay, next question. Will you come out with pencils for the current I Love Ink pigments to help with consultations?
Anonymous attendee with the product suggestions.
Thanks, anonymous attendee.
You want to take that?
If you tell us her name, we'll give you an answer.
No, guys, we already have the Pro Pencil in brown and black, and usually those are the only 2 colors you need. We could take that into consideration for next time, though. Good idea.
Thanks, guys. Okay, so how can we put in our pre-orders? So anyone attending the, partners will be provided the link to rewatch this webinar if you wanted to. As well, you will be given the sell sheets. So tomorrow, keep an eye on your inbox for those, but you can always submit your orders to myself at alex@tinadavies.com. Anonymous attendee again, which needles do you usually use for lip blush liner?
The most popular needle is a 1RL, single needle.
She has a tattoo artist. I think that's crazy.
I know, right?
But it's very different. I know.
But it is. It's what people use it.
I would use big Magnum and just fill it all in.
That's a good question for Lou.
Yeah. Well, what I would use and what you might use is something different. It's really the preference of the artist. Just like tattooing. If I'm filling a big area, I might use a really big Magnum, where somebody might use something smaller. It's just a lot of it's personal preference and the feel of how you do your work.
Yeah, totally. Okay, quickly, Rose. Hi, Rose. Sorry I missed that. And then Terry, I think we just actually answered this question. Will we be able to rewatch this? Yes, it will be included in the partner email tomorrow going out, so stay tuned. Some questions that rolled in pre-webinar. Tina, actually this is a good one. Maybe Lou, you can answer this now that you're here. How are your inks made?
Well, it's a long process, yeah. But basically, you take powdered pigments and they're wet with mills, and they ground down we grind the pigment down and mix them together, mix colors together, and produce the pigments.
Cool, very cool.
But this other question of once the bottle's open, how long does it last? I'd like to answer that too.
Go for it.
So basically, the expiry date on a bottle is 3 years out. But if you look at the label, there's a little jar on there and it's an open jar, and it has a number 12 on it.
Yeah.
What that means is once it's opened, it's only good for 12 months.
Right.
So you shouldn't really keep ink longer than a year after it's been opened.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So make sure you guys, once you open the bottle, you're looking at that little number sign on the back of the bottle. Thanks, Lou. So Tina, why don't you answer this one? How do these colors differ from regular Perma Blend lip colors?
Well, they're a totally different palette. I didn't want to copy the exact palette, obviously. So the colors are more muted. I find that a lot of the girls today want these softer colors, and also is that they have more
pigment.
Pigment flow. So hopefully you'll be able to get more deposit. Not only that, but it comes with the lip blush and the lip pencil.
Yeah.
And I know that Tina's spent a lot of time figuring out these colors, so to make sure that they're the right colors and very special. Just like she did with the eyebrow collection, we were like, in tattooing, I always refer back to tattooing because that's my history. So in tattooing, it started out, when I started my first color company, we had 25 colors, and now we have over 400 colors in World Famous.
That's amazing.
So, we just found that the market for tattooing required more and more and more, where you went the opposite direction, said, let me fine tune it and use less colors so that this way it's easier to choose and more refined, and which was really awesome. It worked out great with the eyebrows. Now let's see what we can do with the lips.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get our dining room back. Literally took over the whole dining room for a year or two.
Yeah, I saw the pictures and videos you guys sent with colors all over the place and playing around with them for a very long time. And it's a lot of, people don't realize how much research that you put into this and how much time of your own that you really concentrate on making sure that these are the perfect colors. I know personally, believe me, I know. I've gotten the phone calls and the changes and the, let's try this, let's do this. And I mean, it's great that you put this much time and effort into it, and it really shows. So.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah,
I really enjoy it. It's makeup.
Yeah.
Luke, why don't you take this one? Why don't you release all of the products at once?
Primarily because we firmly believe in the system. So we think that once artists embrace this try it, draw it, ink it, blush it, they're going to have less anxious customers, they're going to have better outcomes, and we want to give that system a chance. So we want to let the collection sit out there for a little bit so people can actually embrace the whole new system that we're offering.
Awesome. Terry Lively wants to know, are you going to be doing pre-orders for customers prior to release on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, by the way? I'm assuming not, or we would have been told. Yeah, so we're not going to be taking any pre-orders before Feb 14th, and we would appreciate it if our distributor partners did not take pre-orders with their customers.
We're all in this together, and we want to launch at the same time.
Awesome. That's the best way to do it. It's
Yeah.
really, really good. Yeah. Worldwide too. Like we have distributors in other countries who are releasing the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all go together.
Yeah. We're going to hope. Yes. Yes.
Better together.
Definitely better together.
So don't get caught selling in advance.
Or Lou's going to come get you.
I've already warned people.
Okay. If there aren't any other questions, there are some product-related questions. Luke, do you mind swapping seats with me so Tina and I can do a little product demo and pull this closer a little?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I want to show you guys what the product looks like a little closer up to the screen. So here's the Envy collection. Once you open it, you have a couple inserts that are going to fall out, but we have the color chart and we have the process little insert, I love ink insert here. And then as you can see, you have your 6 pigments, your 6 matching pencils will be over here, and then your 6 matching blushes will be down at the very bottom. And right under the blushes, you'll have the disposable applicator. So make sure to pull that out of the case. We have a question. Tina, can you show us how much lip blush product to use during the consultation to mimic what the healed results will look like?
Yeah, so this part is the try it part, and you want to get comfortable with this and get very versed in it. So when you receive your collection, make sure you yourself try this on. I know this is not going to be a problem because women, we love to go and try on lipsticks at Sephora all day. Luke actually calls it stay for hours. I tell him to go get a pizza, a donut, and come back, and he comes back and he's like, are you ready? I'm like, what are you doing here so fast? So let's go into the lip blushes. Try them yourself firstly, okay? I want to tell you that these lip blushes, just like the inks, are super, super concentrated. Why is that? Because I wanted to make sure that you're getting high pigment load, a product that's going to last you a long time, especially if you're going to be using it to try it on your clients. So when you open them, you'll notice that they're extremely saturated. This is important because if you put too much on your client at one time, the color might look too dark, okay?
Oh, wait. There's the applicator. And so if someone were to ask if these lip blushes are like more like lip glosses or more like lipsticks, what would you say?
I would say they actually apply like a lipstick. So if you have a client that wants a lipstick effect, go ahead and put it on all the way. But if a client wants a lip blush effect, make sure you don't put too much on. So let me just show you how a typical consultation would go. So Alex, look here and tell me what color you would like.
Okay, so I would personally go for something that's not super, super saturated, something more of like a blush, but more in like the nudie tones.
Okay, so very natural, very soft. Does this look like something you would like? Something over here?
Yep, the nude cinnamon.
So guess what? I have a color called nude. Okay, so let me find nude. This is nude, you guys. I think it's better if I hold it up to a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Here's nude. When you open it, don't use the applicator, it's included, okay? Get your disposable lip brush. This one here, and dip it in. Now, because she wants it to look translucent, I'm not gonna put too much on. So you're gonna turn towards me. Here we go, guys. This is the fun part. All right, some on you. And I start with the bottom lip. Open big, good. Now I want you to press your lips together. When she presses her lips together, the color is very light and sheer.
Oh my God, it honestly feels so light, like as if there's nothing on my lips.
These are also smudge proof, weightless. So what you want to do is make sure you let it dry for a little bit. Have a look in the mirror and tell me if you like this color. Does that look like what you
This is like, this is perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, just a hint of color, right? Not too much.
So if I didn't like this color and I wanted to try a different color on, I could wipe this off and then we could try on a different color from the collection.
That's right. So basically you can go through this process with your client. She wants to try 2 or 3, and then from there, literally, you're going to transfer from the lip blush right directly into the ink as the one that you're going to tattoo onto her lips.
Awesome. And just to give you guys an idea of what the pencil looks like, where's that white piece of paper that you're using?
Right here.
So as I mentioned, it does come with that sharpener at the end of the pencil, and you have the color swatch at the end so you can see what color you're using. Any other questions, guys, before we finish?
I think I'm going to show the colors too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let me show you the colors, guys. This here is soft red. I didn't want this to be a fire engine red. This actually almost looks like the color that was shown in that Instagram post. That's soft red. This is in Lust collection. Here is pink coral. Corals are really important because corals have warm bases and most lips are cool. So the coral colors are going to keep lips from looking dull or gray. You really need to have corals in your collection. This here is perfect pink, and literally it's your perfect mid-tone everyday use pink. Next I have peach here. Peach is like fruity color, light mid value, very, very popular. This is the most popular Instagram color. It's like this, almost a watermelon color. Next, I have orange coral. So it's still in the warm family. It's deeper than peach. And lastly, there's flame. Flame is the warmest color. It's your darkest value color. And this is the type of color you're going to use the most when you come across someone who has a very, very cool lip. Because most people naturally do not want orange lipstick, but you come across someone who has cool lips, you put an orange warm color into their lips, guess what? They're going to heal right in the middle, which is going to be your pinkish lean.
So I just quickly to interrupt, I have to show you guys. I have this lip blush on and it's literally, it does not come off when you're drinking water. So it will stay on all day, I would say, or once it's dried down. But it is definitely more of a
It's like a lip stain.
yeah, like a lip stain.
Yeah, the way that this was formulated was to be a lip stain, in the sense that what I noticed is a lot of women complain they don't wear lipstick because they can't keep it on. It comes off, they eat it off, they talk it off. So the formula basically stains and stays on your lips, but there's no weight and it's not dry and it's super, super concentrated.
Okay, so we do have a couple more questions rolling in here. When is the last day for pre-order? So I can address this. So I want to make sure that everyone's receiving their product in time to launch with us on the 14th. So we are asking that your pre-order is the last day to submit pre-orders.
As a distributor,
So as a distributor is on February 5th, and payments should be processed that same day. The 6th will be the last day that payment should be processed in order for the shipments to arrive to you on time.
So this week.
So
send it to alex@tinadavies.com.
Yep.
Okay,
and
guys?
we'll get those processed for you and shipped out immediately.
Let me show off the rest of the colors.
Okay.
And then we'll answer the rest of the questions too.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let me just show you the rest of the colors quickly. This is wine. Wine is a dark value, and it's your coolest color. What's great about this color, even though it's not popular with women, this is the color that you use when you want to darken a color. You want to just pull it a little deeper. And this one here is called Pink Rose, a dark value as well. So this is going to give you more of that saturation. It's actually what I have. I have Pink Rose. Here is Magenta. Magenta is your purpley pink. Very, very popular as well. And then I have Dusty Pink. It's more of a muted pink. This type of color is very popular because some people don't want that bright pink. They want the toned down pink. And this is Nude. This is what Alex has on. Pretty. Pretty. This is super popular. When you do somebody in nude, though, I have to warn you, they always want more. Women always want more, right?
Maybe not with the Max Pig Love.
They're entitled to always have more, though. What can you do? And this last one, not least, though, this is Cinnamon, and this is going to be more of your brownie pink. It's about a medium value. So everything here is medium to dark value or more, because there's no point to tattooing something that's a light value. It's too weak, it's too light, you're going to have to redo that client again. So this gives you an idea of the entire palette. And yes, you can mix the colors. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You can use them straight up, though, and literally just show the clients from here what you have to offer.
So last question of the evening over here in Canada. So from anonymous attendee as well. So we will not be able to do aquarelle lips because it's loaded with pigment, or we can just use less passes and get that effect. Apologies if this has been answered.
Okay, so aquarelle lips is a technique or a style where the lips look very translucent. So you can definitely do the same technique. It's loaded with pigment. You can just do less passes. So same effect.
Okay, so last chance. If anyone has any questions, last minute questions, you have 5 seconds to submit. If not, if that's all for tonight, I want to thank you again for taking the time to join us and sit in on the webinar. Have a great rest of your mornings, or wherever you are in the world, or evenings. And thanks again, everyone, for joining.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, guys.